The 13th of July 2025 will go down in football history as a milestone as Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, faced Chelsea FC in the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup final, played at the Lusail Iconic Stadium in Doha, Qatar. It will be the first time in history that PSG and Chelsea have met in a global club competition, with both teams looking to claim a world title and cement their long-term status. PSG started the tournament impressively, finishing top of Group G, with 3 wins over European and South American sides. They continued their winning ways in the knockout stages, beating Monterrey 3-1 and Palmeiras 2-0, demonstrating a balance between effective attack and solid defense. Chelsea, in their first season under new coach Enzo Maresca, caused a surprise by defeating Monterrey 1-0 and Flamengo 4-2 after extra time. The semi-final against West Asian side Al Hilal was a tough one but ended 2-1, paving the way for a fierce European-Asian final. The lights shone brightly on the Lusail Iconic Stadium, where more than 80,000 spectators gathered, of which about 45% were fans from Paris and London. The temperature on the evening of the 13th of July 2025 hovered around 29 degrees Celsius with high humidity, forcing the organizers to maintain a magnificent fan cooling system. The tense atmosphere, the cheers, the colors of the flags and banners created a truly global football festival scene. PSG 4-3-3, goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. Defenders, Achraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, C. Rafael Leao, on loan from AC Milan but moving in the summer of 2025, Nuno Mendes. Midfielders, Marco Verratti, Vitinha, Warren Zaïre-Emery. Attackers, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappé, Neymar Jr. Chelsea 3-4-3, goalkeeper Robert Sanchez. Centre-backs, Wesley Fofana, Thiago Silva, C. Levi Colwill. Full-backs, Reece James, Marc Cucurella. Wing-back, on July 13, 2025, the New Jersey summer sun cooled as the imaginations of thousands of football fans around the world turned to MetLife Stadium. The stadium was packed with 81,118 spectators, from Chelsea fans hoping for a miracle, to PSG fans believing in a top performance, with the special presence of U.S. President Donald Trump. Before the match, experts considered PSG to be a strong candidate, having just won the Champions League with a destructive performance, 4-0 against Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Meanwhile, Chelsea, despite being in high spirits after winning the Europa Conference League, was still considered much weaker. In the midst of that breathless atmosphere, the name Cole Palmer, the brand new 23-year-old attacking midfielder with a brace of goals and an assist in the final, was the hottest topic of discussion. The first flash of light, Palmer opens the scoring, minute 22. The match took place with the utmost caution in the early minutes. Chelsea switched to a 4-2-3-1 formation, with Palmer playing a free role behind striker João Pedro, a player who had just been recruited and had played well with him throughout the tournament. In the 22nd minute, the breakthrough appeared. From a combination on the right wing, defender Malo Gusto got past Nuno Mendes and had his initial shot blocked. The ball bounced out, and from the second line, Palmer quickly rushed forward to neatly curl the ball into the bottom corner with his left foot, leaving goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma helpless. The opening goal made the whole stadium explode. Gusto and Palmer hugged each other in celebration as if they had just opened the door of fate. Breaking the PSG wall, second goal, minute 30, before the joy could end, Chelsea re-established their dominance. Minute 30, goalkeeper Robert Sanchez quickly kicked the ball up to Levi Colwill in the backline. Colwill kicked the ball long to the right wing for Palmer to receive the ball, still gently turning inside and accurately shooting with his left foot into the far corner, doubling the gap. Within just 8 minutes, Palmer completed a double, demonstrating his sharpness and terrifying efficiency. 2 left-footed curlers, 2 classy goals. PSG were stunned, unable to stabilize the game, finishing before halftime. Perfect assist, minute 43. Chelsea maintained their dominance and continued to threaten. Minute 43, Palmer received the ball in the middle of the field, with excellent technique and vision. He gently chipped the ball straight into the space between the PSG centre-backs, allowing João Pedro to escape and face goalkeeper Donnarumma, and then made a delicate chip, making it 3-0. Not only that, Palmer also made an excellent assist, showing his all-round qualities, knowing how to finish, knowing how to create, and knowing how to decide the match. Second half, PSG rose up but failed. With a 3-goal gap, Chelsea retreated to control the match, mainly giving the game to PSG to preserve their advantage. Lionel Messi and Ousmane Dembélé were brought in the second half to accelerate the attack, but could not overcome the wall built by Robert Sanchez. The Spanish goalkeeper played solidly, making at least 6 important saves, helping the score stay the same. Psychological injury and red card. PSG began to lose control. In the 84th minute, João Neves, using an uncontrolled action of pulling Cucurella's hair, was sent off by VAR directly. A mental shock to the death for PSG, when they were already in a deadlock. The final whistle and the emotions exploded. The referee blew the whistle, ending the match with a score of 3-0 in favor of Chelsea. The MetLife Stadium echoed with a huge cheer from the Blueshirt fans, and the Chelsea players, especially Palmer, hugged each other in celebration as if a historic feat had just been achieved. PSG stood still, disappointed and helpless. Interpretation of the victory. Palmer, the hero of the final. Double plus assist. Palmer became the first English player to score a double in a Club World Cup final and was the one who had a hand in all 3 goals, a historic achievement. The first goal, a left-footed curler with a personal mark, consolidating his class. Second goal, speed, technique and mental stability under pressure. Assist, showing vision, teamwork and character at the decisive moment. For this performance, he was voted the best player of the final and the best player of the tournament. Hero after the match, proud statement. In an interview with DAZN after the match, Palmer proudly said, "Everyone said Chelsea would lose to PSG. It's a great feeling, we knew that and we had a good final against a great team." Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca also praised, "This is a big match, and M. Cole once again showed how good he is." Behind the scenes, records and consequences of the victory. Title record. Chelsea won the Club World Cup for the second time, after 2021, equaling the record of Corinthians and Bayern Munich. Huge bonus. Chelsea earned 104 to 116 million USD. PSG also received more than 97 million euros. TON9 newspaper. Personal record. Palmer is the first English player to score a double in the Club World Cup final, the 5th person to score 2 goals in the first 30 minutes after the legends like Pelé or Martin Palermo. Achievement of the whole tournament. Palmer directly contributed to at least 8 goals in the finals, club and national team. He went down in history as the man of the big moments. Dan Try electronic newspaper. Global reaction and consequences. The final became a symbol. A match where the underdog completely overwhelmed. Creating should be a strong inspiration for the youth football movement and football-loving audiences. PSG shocked. After spending billions of dollars to build a destructive army, the 0-3 defeat forced the board and coach to reconsider the team culture. A boost for the young midfielder. Palmer sublimated, exploded and became the new symbol of Chelsea. Advertising, analysis, interview invitations. Immediately appeared. He was humorously called the new Messi of Stamford Bridge. Conclusion. The heroic story of a young person. This story is not just about victory, but a story about the courage, brave heart and shining moments of a young individual. Palmer, 23, a midfielder who was once doubted, has now stepped up to the top of the world. He has made his name in Chelsea's history and reenacted the concept of defeating the strong in numbers: 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 assist, all in the first half, on the field MetLife. This match will long be remembered as a moment of transition, when a new generation, young but bold, rose to take on the footballing giants. PSG lost, but football always opens up the next opportunity, and for Cole Palmer and Chelsea, this was the beginning of a new chapter, a journey full of hope and challenge that many have been waiting for.